Time now to get another update with men's tennis assistant coach Rich Benson. And Coach, before we talk about the team, let's kind of talk about your story and how you end up here at Liberty. And it goes back to Jeff Marin and your relationship with the head women's coach here at Liberty.
Yeah, Jeff and I have known each other for over 20 years. Jeff's from Kentucky, and we ended up, the first time I met him, we played in a small money tournament, prize money tournament in somewhere in Kentucky, and so we had a tough match, and but anyway, that's the first time I'd met him, and we talked afterwards and found out we had a similar faith, and just kind of our friendship kind of went from there, and we've kept in touch ever since.
Now, you were an All-American at Kentucky, and you also coached at Louisville. How does that work?
Well, I guess all you have to do is look at Rick Pitino. So, I'll compare myself to Rick Pitino in a couple of ways. Obviously, I think his coaching style is probably not similar to mine in a number of aspects, but I think he's a great coach. He knows basketball, and I think I know a little bit about tennis, so we'll just leave it at that.
So you come here 2 years ago and get the job, and what kind of stamp do you want to put on the players, and what do you hope they learn from you?
I really feel like a sense of purpose that I feel like God brought us, my wife and I, my family here, just to help grow Liberty's tennis program, to establish a great program that competes with anybody in the nation, and just to help Chris Johnson kind of build that legacy here, and just, gosh, to be part of building something like that is pretty cool.
A couple of weeks ago, you guys competed down at the UNC Wilmington Invitational, and break down those matches for us and how you guys thought the team played.
First tournament of the season, fall season. So I thought we actually did very well for the first part of the year. We've got 4 freshmen, and this was their first college. Well, with the exception of our New Zealander, but their first tournament as a college tennis player, as a Liberty Flame, and I thought they did fantastic. We won some, we lost some, but mainly the fall season is just about getting better, stronger, and more confident. And we're building to try to win a championship this spring, and so the fall season is just building momentum to do that.
And when you talk about building momentum, I'm sure you guys want to really ramp some things up this weekend as you head to Charlottesville for the UVA Invitational.
Going to UVA is just a tremendous opportunity for our guys. Virginia's ranked in the top 10, and they're one of the top teams in the country. I think they finished 3 last year. They might be number 3 right now, but just the kids are all ramped up. They're ready to play. They get to play against some of the best competition and kind of see where they're at, and we also get to see where they're at too, which. The week of competition is always a whole lot of fun for us coaches, because I love it. I love getting into it, and the competition is just another way to compete.
And Rich, what types of questions do you find the student athletes asking you, and which ones do you enjoy answering for them when it comes to playing tennis, or maybe just God, or a combination of both?
Haven't been on the road with them too much this year, but I enjoyed getting to know the players as we did last year. It's just a process. Anytime you travel with them, you get to know them a little bit better. Being in a van ride for a few hours, you get to know and you get to talk about things that are more than just superficial stuff. So I loved one comment that Shea Thomas had last year was, we got into a discussion about, trying to remember exactly what it was, but at the end of the conversation he was like, man, I think I learned just so much more on these van rides than well, maybe I shouldn't say, than I do at church, or something like that. As a coach, gosh, a tremendous opportunity to impact the lives of the players, hopefully in a positive way.
All right, Rich, we're glad you're here. Have a great time this weekend up at UVA.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
That's Assistant Coach Rich Benson. My name is Alan York for the Liberty Flame Sports Network.